Alright, I apologize greatly for having to cut off the K-pop, but we did get another champ select. I figured that you might just want to get to see this game instead of listening to music. So, I guess we'll cast the game for you instead. Chat bans were banned already. Kha'Zix, Kassadin, Wukong, and Rammus. You can see them on the bottom of the screen. This is LPO Optimus versus something stupid. HaIfhearted, you can talk now.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so we do see Nidalee and Malphite getting banned. Nidalee is an incredibly powerful, just poke zone jungle control mage. Malphite, solid anti attack speed, anti bruiser, tank champion with great initiation and decent damage. Jayce, powerful poke, hyperscaling AD carry, and we are waiting on something stupid to Teemo ban.
Teemo ban, yay! We can be neutral observers this time because there's no Teemo in the game.
And now we do see LPO Optimus thinking about their last ban, and that will be the Amumu.
So ban's a lot more standard this game than we saw last game.
And that's typically what happens when you have more experienced teams or knowledgeable teams coming into the map. I do believe the previous teams were newer, less experienced teams. They were still sort of learning their way around the meta. No offense to them, of course. I mean, everyone has to start somewhere.
And we love seeing new teams. You could, like, come in and, I don't know, everyone could take, like, Clarity heal, and you could just, like, I don't know, like, play the worst champions in the game, and we'd still be super happy to have you. And your match might even get casted. Who knows?
And it'd be kind of awkward trying to think of things to say, but we'd still be happy to have you, yes. We do see Udyr being the last man. Spawn Legacy first picking Zyra. Zyra, very powerful team fight, zone control poke, jungle control mage, very high.
I want to see. I want to see, like, after the finals, whichever team wins plays a game against the lower seeded team, like the lowest seeded team in the tournament, but they have to run heal clarity. They're not allowed to take, like, any combat summoner or revive, and just, like, see how much it affects the game.
I don't think it would affect the game that much, honestly, because, like, that would be the equivalent of taking, like, you know, like Vulcan or TSM or just one of those teams making worlds and sticking up against a, you know, silver or gold team. And, like, silver or golds, you know, they may have some advantage, but you're up against challengers. It's just not going to happen. Over on something stupid, we do have the Sejuani+Shyvanna being locked in. And Shyvanna normally does have kiting problems, but I assume that with the Sejuani there, Sejuani can lock people down for Shyvanna, and Shyvanna gets in, and if Shyvanna gets in, she does a crap ton of damage.
It's actually going to be kind of hard against the Zyra, because Zyra has her E, she has her Vine Lashes, and she has her Stranglethorns.
Over on LPO Optimus, we do see the Jarvan and Vi being locked in immediately. Both of those are incredibly powerful, just very strong, just bruiser champions, high damage, reasonable bulk, good CC. It's going to make life very difficult for Sejuani. Overall, that's something stupid. We do see the Ryze and Lux being locked in. Ryze, as discussed previous game, is a tanky short to midline caster, whereas Lux is more of the long-ranged support / poke champion. Her shield, I could see that being very, very powerful with the Sejuani+Shyvanna, so that would be something to look out for.
Yeah, and the combo of having, like, the combo so far that we see on LPO Optimus, Zyra plus Jarvan is already really strong, because you put the Stranglethorns in the Cataclysm and everyone gets knocked up. Add to that Cassiopeia's Petrifying Gaze, add to that Vi's Assault and Battery, which is technically AoE, she knocks aside everyone on her path, and then you have the Explosive Cast on top of that. As long as you don't lead with Explosive Cast, that is a ridiculous amount of damage if they ever group as 5.
Actually, I'm expecting Gragas to be going bottom, because Michael Bay is, he is typically,
he could roam up.
He could,
yes. He could have all of the damages and it would be beautiful.
Over Michael Bay is typically that team's bottom laner, and I know he does like to bot lane Gragas, so I am expecting to see him down there. And plus, I mean, like, who are you going to switch down bot? Are you going to switch down Cassie? Or are you going to switch down Zyra? It's, you know, Gragas is just a very safe, very strong champion down bot lane, so interesting.
And what's interesting to me is that you have the Gragas, and I'm still going to talk about 5v5 fights because they do happen. You do have the bot laner will roam up, and there will be a fight sort of in the center of the map, closer to the bottom area. There's not too many champions who are that dependent on auto attacks. The closest thing you have is really Sejuani and Renekton. So the barrel roll isn't going to be that effective from Gragas.
Shyvanna.
Is Shyvanna going to be building mostly damage?
I think that will depend on the Shyvanna and how safe she feels building damage.
Alright, so maybe we'll see the barrel rolls shutting down Shyvanna if she does go for a more damage-oriented build. But who's going to be bot lane against the Gragas, do you think?
That's a good question. I'm thinking it'll be either the, that's actually a really good question. I mean, I'm honestly thinking it might be the Renekton Ryze. Can't really... It'd be interesting if it was bot lane Sejuani, but normally I wouldn't expect anyone except Noob B3 to try that.
Alright, so up for grabs who's going to go into the bot lane. We can, of course, show summoners, and we have everyone on LPO Optimus is running that revive. And they started out, everyone had revive exhaust, but since then they've switched a little bit. 3 exhausts, 1 garrison, and 1 clairvoyance there. Falcon 50-55 with that clairvoyance on Cassiopeia. On the other hand side, on something stupid, we have actually no revives at all.
And one thing that worries me, the lack of revives can work if you have, summoners that let you just take sort of advantage in, fights, but we also see something stupid running a, worrying lack of combat summoners. In last game, the lack of combat summoners wasn't too bad because the other team didn't have them either, but this game we see 3 exhausts coming out from LPO Optimus, and that's just a lot of just shutdown on top of their already strong shutdown. I expect to see a train of exhausts going down on Shyvanna or Lux+Ryze. And something stupid doesn't really have the exhaust to sort of counter that, so it's going to be interesting to see how they play around that, if at all.
Yeah, no exhaust and also no cleanses the way that we saw the cleanse last game to try and counter out the exhaust. But we do have a number of ghosts, 4 ghosts there, and double mobility summoners on Ryze. So they'll be able to get around the map a little bit more.
And one thing that you know is that the members of LPO Optimus are very experienced Dominion players. Spawn Legacy Ragnarok. They played way back in the day when on the original Field of High. After Dynasty, I've seen him around. Falcon, Michael Bay is an experienced player, and I don't really recognize the names of anyone on something stupid. So
the only reason you can't is that Ryze couldn't find a good name.
Well, so it'll be interesting to see, just how the sort of experience, see how, if and or how LPO Optimus displays their knowledge that they've accumulated over time, and how something stupid is able to deal with that because they're a new team, and new teams do occasionally come in and they do really well, but again, it'll be interesting to see if they have what it takes to compete against an experienced Dominion team.
Alright, so getting into the load screen, before we introduce the teams, how do you think the windmill fight is going to go?
Hang on a sec. I am expecting to see it swing in favor of LPO Optimus. LPO Optimus has a very, very strong early game. They have the Zyra. Zyra alone is just incredibly strong, just poke and zone control. They have the Cassiopeia, who also just brings poison zoning. And when the dudes had to go balls in, Vi and Jarvan are both very strong early game champions. Whereas on something stupid, you have the Lux, you have the Ryze, both champions take a little while to scale. Sejuani's also not terribly strong early, and they're only strong source of poke is from Lux. I don't feel like they have the poke necessary to counteract Zyra Cassio if LPO Optimus decides to go for more of a protracted poke war. So I am expecting to see that swing in favor of LPO Optimus.
Alright, so we are getting through the last bit of the load screen here. This is the round of 16, aka round 2 of DominateDominion number 75. Our team over on the left-hand side, highlighted in blue, is LPO Optimus. It is going to be Spawn Legacy on Jarvan the 4th, Afro Destiny playing Zyra, Ragnarok playing Vi, Falcon 50-55 on Cassiopeia, and Michael Bay probably in the bot lane, definitely playing Gragas. I'm RheingoldRiver, casting with me.
I am HaIfhearted, and over on purple team, highlighted. Oh, I just said that already. Over on purple team, we do have.
They're highlighted in red.
Yeah, or purple if you're playing with colorblind on. We do have team something stupid with Cam 441 on Sejuani. Can't find a good name on Ryze. Hippo Taco playing as Renekton. MRD 511 playing as Lux, and Pubonomics on the Shyvanna.
And a pause timer. Looks like
Just
Spawn
wouldn't
Legacy.
be DominateDominion without a pause.
It really wouldn't. I think I have. So I've casted like at least 50 league tournaments, probably closer to 100. I don't think I've ever casted a tournament that hasn't had at least one pause timer.
Nice. Apparently, I think Spawn Legacy had a HUD error or something, so he's like relogging.
Alright, so looking at starting purchases, Afro Dynasty actually the only one to have not bought anything yet. But Prospectors, boots and potions there for LPO Optimus. Something stupid going with a little bit more of a varied start. Ryze with that tier first, and Chalice of Harmony opening on Lux, and the Giant's Belt on Sejuani.
Interesting choices. We do see LPO Optimus going for the Prospectors item to sort of cement their early game advantage. Prospectors are just that Renekton. Prospectors are just the Doran's equivalents, and they're very, very powerful, just highly cost efficient, highly stat efficient early game items, and just LPO is just pushing that advantage. Whereas over on something stupid, we just do see more of the varied options. Lux going for that, Fiends. Not quite sure. Shyvanna might be going for an early Tiamat, I would think. And Ryze just getting that early care of the goddess and just going for his late game.
Well, we were just watching Renekton recall, but then unfortunately he stopped. I love that recall animation. It is fantastic. Alright. KDA. And the battle has begun. Hippo Taco probably going to be the one to capture. Actually, they might be sending Shyvanna. Alright, so it'll be Shyvanna. And yeah, it's true, there is a very worrying lack of poke here in terms of the windmill fight on the side of something stupid. LPO
Another thing that worries me about something stupid is that they said their main source of poke down bot. I expect they're just going to be all in.
Alright, but Afro Dynasty dueling can't find a good name beneath the windmill. And can't find a good name, can't find a good way back into the fight, as he's going to have to walk all the way back to the lane to get here again. Ragnarok is zoning around. There's the EQ in from Jarvan. Cassiopeia deciding all of the damage, and Zyra's plans also there. Sejuani goes down. Phenomic's probably going to go down also, but it's a double kill for Falcon 50-55. And Ragnarok just going to be able to zone out over to the side. Great control. Jarvan with the EQ. Windmill goes down. And can't find a good name, can't find a kill there onto Jarvan either.
Down bot lane, we do see Michael Bay just bullying MRD, just out of lane.
Oh wow, almost picked up the kill there. But Ryze does go down to Cassiopeia, and Cassiopeia now chasing onto Shyvanna, and that last auto attack is going to be enough. Cassiopeia with a delayed quadra kill.
Yeah, we do see Lux being forced to back off down the bot lane, and Hippo Taco coming down to take the plays.
And that's almost all the health. That's going to be the neutral just by the minions. Michael Bay did such a good job of stacking the creeps there, and his wave throw was so superior to that of Lux's that he was able to just get the creeps to neutralize the tower for him. No force required. Cassiopeia now roaming down for a gank. It will be a 2v2.
Yeah, Lux not exactly the strongest pusher early game, and just that showed.
Alright, so there's the body slam forward. Gets disengaged a little bit. Gonna go down probably to the poison. One last auto attack from Bangs. He does go down. Michael Bay now on top of Hippo Taco. Gets ignited, but gonna be able to survive. Double kill for Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia with 6 kills already. And on the other side, we do not have a single death. And Cassiopeia still able to just continue zoning Ryze there. The poison should be enough to pick this up.
And just incredible damage coming out.
Cassiopeia has not bought yet.
And Cassiopeia just hitting 6 off of that engagement.
So I think Cassiopeia is going to be kind of scary this game. Is that a Void Staff Rush?
That I'm not quite sure what she's going for. Looks like she's just
Michael Bay with
item.
no fear got that explosive cast, sending Lux in the turret, but he did go down. Barrier bait by Lux there. She's able to survive. Shyvanna taking quite a bit of damage from the turret, but is going to be able to get the cap off with the help of some minions.
We do see LPO Optimus setting up for an ambush.
Stranglethorn comes down. Sejuani cannot quite Arctic Assault off of it. Gets Cataclysm, goes down. Another kill for Cassiopeia, kill for Jarvan. And Can't Find a Good Name is going to live.
Just LPO Optimus just setting up, just using their incredible early game power to just dominate the jungle right now. Like we see them just setting up shop in and around the entrance to Something Stupid's jungle. Like they are not letting Something Stupid even get back into this game. They're just choking them out. We just see constant pressure.
And speaking of constant pressure, the gank into bot lane. Ragnarok has Assault and Battery still. Barrel Roll can take out some of the health. Can Ragnarok get in range for it? Has the Q. There's the ult coming across from Lux. And Lux is going to be able to survive. But will Spawn Legacy be able to survive? Cassiopeia with a double kill already. Spawn Legacy disengaging. And with Lux sent back to the well, 2 dead and 2 over by the drill, that's going to be a free Boneyard.
5 cap going in favor of LPO Optimus, and they've just been choking. They've just been taking their opponents out with that early game advantage. Ooh.
Good explosive cast, knocks Lux away from safety, and allows Falcon to pick up yet another kill. 11 kills on Cassiopeia. If you discount Cassiopeia's kills right now, the score is 1-1.
And we do see that Tiamat being born on Shyvanna, so she is going for an early Hydra.
Alright, a little bit more poke here. Afro Dynasty just trying to keep them on the drill. The drill is a quest objective right now, so both teams would like to pick it up if possible.
And down in bot lane, we do see Michael Bay and Falcon just zoning MRD and Cam away from their own bot lane.
Body slam for it. Shield comes out from Lux, but Lux is so squishy right now, and Cassiopeia, just with so much damage, the last swing's Fangs is going to be able to pick up the kill. 12-0 Cassiopeia, Assault and Battery on, he can't find a good name. Does get stunned there, gets snared, gonna try and run away. Stranglethorn's not quite enough, does get the CC on a Ryze. Cataclysm comes in, gets the kill on a Ryze. And Spawn Legacy now kind of low, he's gonna have to run away, or it's a double kill for Hippo Taco. Goes burn there, he gets exhausted under tower, tanking the turret right now. Afro Dynasty should be able to pick up 1 kill, he's still alive! He has 30 HP and he is not going to die. We'll be able to disengage over the side, there's the ball breaker over to the wall, and Ragnarok picks up the kill. That explosive cast not quite going to knock MRD out of the path into the well. So Lux going to survive a little bit longer. And now if you look at the side of Something Stupid compared to all of the LPO Optimus minus Cassiopeia, Something Stupid is now in the lead in kills. He's 3-2. 3-3 now. 3-3. It's even.
Discounting Cassiopeia.
Discounting Cassiopeia. RheingoldRiver already.
And now about when we do see Falcon heading for another gank on the Lux.
I should be able to pick up the kill pretty easily. Has the slow from the Twin Fangs and has the health from the RheingoldRiver. Actually, barrier popped. Gonna go for that channel. Has to dodge the final spark and can actually pick up the kill.
Falcon actually missed a E reset on his Twin Fangs, so if he had landed at MRD, probably would have died there.
Oh my god, Zyra also does a lot of damage, able to pick up 1 kill, should be able to pick up a second due to that minion. That plant was like a hero. And Shyvanna's also gonna go down. So Sejuani makes it back safely. We'll be able to get back into the base.
And down bot line, we just see Michael Bay once again just pushing MRD out. Ooh!
Alright, so can't find a good name to try and chase down with that move speed. Can't quite make it. Cassiopeia gonna just get some farm. You know, kills aren't enough. You gotta get farm too. I don't think there's any way to see farm on the scoreboard.
You can. Nah, I don't think you can check minions, but you can just check for gold and stuff.
Yeah. Nice dodge of the Arctic Assault. Does not get knocked up and actually just dueling Sejuani. 1-1 has the ult, doesn't want to use it though. Not going to be able to quite pick up the kill. On the other side, we have Jarvan coming in. There's the EQ onto Puppetonomics. Cataclysm comes down. He's going to go down. Hippocataka being focused. Final Spark comes across from Lux. Hippocataka running away. There's Vi charging forward. Gets Lightbound. Gets the one auto attack off. And there's the Assault and Battery onto Lux. It's also got closer towards Renekton, but going to go down to the Dominus. The kill onto Renekton for revenge their Spawn Legacy. Taking a bit of pain from Lux. Remember, Lux not tanky at all. That means that she does have a decent amount of damage. But there is the EQ for the knockup. Grasping Roots did not hit, but the Q does. That Deadly Bloom is very deadly indeed as Lux does die from it. Cam 441, gonna Arctic Assault forward again, gets Grasping Rooted, takes a little bit more damage from Zyra. Afro Dynasty has not honestly that many items, but she's doing so much damage. Petrifying Gaze in the bot line. Falcon picks up. Not a kill quite yet. Ryze flashes in. Should be able to get Shyvanna. Actually, that's going to be stolen away by Michael Bay.
Now I do see Falcon going for what looks like a Hextech revolver right now.
Alright, Cam coming in, gets Grasping Rooted, gonna get knocked up and goes down to Vi. Hippocataka now trying to get out. And actually looks like he will. But it's a 4-cap fight in the bottom lane. Cassiopeia picks up one more. Can she pick up anything else before the game is over? 1 second left, and that is going to be game. LPO Optimus victorious over something stupid.
You know, just the experience, just the skill, the experience that LPO Optimus has accumulated over the years has just allowed them to just dominate that game. They knew what they were doing. They knew what they wanted going into the game, man. And we did just clearly see that allow them to just dominate the game for them.
Alright, I almost want to expect that Zyra did more damage than Cassiopeia did.
That was pretty close.
It's actually really close. Cassiopeia did more by 88 more damage dealt by Cassiopeia than by Zyra. So, not quite more damage by Zyra, but pretty close to tie. That's effectively a tie. 88 damage is nothing. And looking at time spent dead.
Renekton just barely edging Sejuani out for the graveyard hero of the game.
1 additional second there. So with that, we are going to move over to a hold screen, play some K-pop, throw up a quick ad. Please turn off ad block. I don't think we say that enough. If you could just turn off ad block, that would be so huge. We would all really appreciate it as support. Go back to other screen. Here's the other screen. I think this is the screen that you wanted. So I'll leave it up for another second, and then we are going to cut over to music, hold screen, and advertisement, and then we will be back with the quarterfinals. This is DominateDominion number 75. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.